Thank you, Mary. You've answered half of my questions. So, my name is Omar Khalif, and I am running for the school board. Let me go real slow since I have 3 minutes. This is the calmest one I've ever had. I'm a parent of 4 children who all attended San Francisco Unified Schools on the southeast sector of town. I went to Dr. George Washington Carver, which is a stone's throw from my front door. I have a daughter now currently attending Kit Bayview Academy, which is a mile up the street from me. I have a daughter who's a sophomore at Prairie View A&M University, and I have a daughter who's a senior at Gateway High School. And next week I'll start my first. In 2 days I'll start my term as a board of trustees for Gateway for Gateway High. So I'm running. Second part. I work in juvenile probation. I've worked my entire professional career as an advocate for youth and youth that are at risk. So right now I am the ombudsman, which is I'm the mediator for the juveniles to make sure that their rights are not being impeded as they're being incarcerated. And so I see the disparity every day that I go to work and I have to interact with the young people. And often a lot of these young people are the classmates of my daughter's friends. Between my oldest daughter and my third daughter, I think we may have buried over 15 people before graduation. These are their friends. And so I am a supporter of neighborhood schools, and that's why I just kind of really stay in this race to just really talk about putting this message out here. And some of the reasons why I'm talking about running is I know the African American achievement gap is real heavy on everybody's mind, but I would like to focus on class and opportunity, because once people have the opportunity, then we can deal with, then we can begin to close those gaps if the opportunity presents itself. And then also we have to look at this class divide. Because again, I am a product of the achievement gap. I went to school in South Central Los Angeles, barely graduated at the bottom of my class, and took me 20 years to get out of college. But I have my daughter's on the scholarship in Hillsborough at Crystal Springs Upland School. She's on the scholarship there. And her scholarship is more than what I make at Juvenile Hall. So just imagine trying to have that conversation with your child whose education is more than what you bring home. So, but again, I've put in thousands and thousands of hours as a school volunteer working with Parent Advisory Council. So I already know how to go out into the community and put community forums together and community groups, because that was the spearhead for the strategic plan. I even financed one of the events to show the group that I was working with how we reach the community. So those are some of the reasons that I'm running. I think what we can do is also get away from the social promotion, just allowing kids to go migrate from grade to grade to grade when they don't have a handle on the current curriculum. And I think if the school board were to get back to the basics, it's just getting back to the basics and moving the district forward, because again, it's about what we want and what we do as a community. So with me, it's whether I win or lose, I get the endorsement or not, is how do we continue to stay together as a community to continue to support the district? I mean, not just the district, but support the direction of the children in the schools. And again, I am a proponent for the neighborhood schools. And again, I am OmarIsOK.org. So that's where I am. If you want to know, I've been talking about this for 5 or 6 years now, so this is nothing brand new. And again, so I'm Omar Khalif, and I'll be happy to answer any question. Just give me one. Just one. One?
Yes.
Thank you. Feel like Bob Barker up here.
I get you.
The university. At the because that was the daughter who we were doing all of the tours, and we even toured the boarding schools in Santa Barbara. But the only 2 choices that she got through the student assignment process was Dunn Boarding School and Crystal Springs. I didn't. Well, they chose Crystal. I got overruled. So
I remember both of our daughters were really
thanks. And so that's what I like to say about this whole student assignment process. Out of the 42 chances that I had, I've never received a school that I've even written down on a piece of paper, and I didn't even choose the flagship schools. So they will arbitrarily just give me a school. So, a parent's choice is the most important part. Thank you. Thank you. Tip is public.
Okay.
And they all went to Dr. George Washington Carver.
Right, which is public.
Which is all public. Yeah, so thank you.
Oh.
JROTC is one of those programs. It's a program that is an opportunity. Every family may not subscribe to that opportunity, but every family may not like football, music, jazz, or PE or whatever, but this is another opportunity. So I support JROTC because, again, it adds all of that leadership qualities So what I would like to do in addition to GRT is add other programs for other people to have specific or certain opportunities to be able to raise themselves up and attain the American dream. I think it's irresponsible of the adults who have climbed the ladder and then start to loosen the pegs up, the rungs of the ladder, and then tell everybody else, you get here the best way you can. And that's completely unfair to the children. Let the children and the parents make the decisions and the choices for their lives. So that's where I stand on any program. Any program, it's about the families with me. I don't really care about politics. I'm not the most popular person in this race because I'm not going to bite my tongue, because I look at families that are in despair every single day. So every time I leave one of these campaign meetings, I immediately go to juvenile hall to level me back out. I immediately go there just to look at them and see, because they're the reasons why I continue to do this. And again, this is part of my civic duty, so I hope this won't go in vain. It's not this time around, so thanks. And again, I ran in 2006, so if you do remember me, that was me. And I was also on the front page of the Chronicle, what was that, 2 weeks ago, with the Sarah Palin pregnancy story. That was me and my family. I've been married for 21 years, so I know how to beat the gap. I've exploded it 4 times.